So today's topic would be mgtow, tribalism, and or the idea of elites. So the simplistic issue with these ideologies or these, mindsets is the first off, I mean, mgtow doesn't really have much of an issue, save for, like the conflict it brings up with women, but that's more because it's a reactionary response to feminism. So there's that. And the feminists always use the fact that it's a reactionary thing to their, I guess, benefit, I guess. So they could say, well, you're just reacting to us. You don't have any merit. I mean, the whole merit behind it is they created this, kind of dystopian state for men, right? That's kind of the whole premise, right? Behind mgtow. It's like they create this dystopian. I mean, there's various pieces of evidence to back this, dystopian paradise for men. Not dystopian paradise, but you get my point. This, horrid, wretched land for men. So I made various points in other videos about why that is. Like alimony, child support laws, the various speech laws that exist, like slander, sexual harassment, so on and so forth. This is America only as well. So this is only applicable to American politics and American life. But like I was saying, they created this paradise, this paradigm for women. But of course, since the society and the world functions off a hierarchical value, they need to dismantle one to benefit another. Nonetheless, back to the point, mgtow's simple principle is that dating and correlating with females is not beneficial. So therefore, we must, dismantle or get away from said idea. Which is a very valid point, because if you think about it from their perspective and their, point of view, they're correct. I mean, what benefit does a man have going to date? The best argument I've seen is, well, she has, emotional, I guess, support she offers towards you, and or, there's societal benefits to having a girlfriend or a partner, right? So it'd be like, oh yeah, people kind of see that as the norm, therefore you're accepted more, or whatever. Then again, you can get the same, benefits from having a friend, or, having some sort of social connection. Then again, that's not really a need-be thing. You could live without having social connection, so it's not a required aspect of life. The fact that you require external validation or use that as a point of preference just shows you're insecure, if anything. Nonetheless, back to the topic at hand. These, mgtow, or, these men who, advocate against feminism for a very good reason, but these men who do this, they also seem to hate elites and globalists. I'm not saying they're good. I disagree with what they do and how they rule and how they, do things. I totally agree with what they're saying and, a lot of the points they make. But what they're not fathoming is, what's the alternative? Because the average person, your average typical Joe, is not capable of ruling to the degree that, someone who's been doing it for 50 years, or 100 years can. He doesn't have the experience or mental capabilities to do such. I mean, there's no alternative, that's the thing. They're yelling at a wall, in a sense. That's why they don't have much of a point. They're just yelling at a wall when they say, well, elites are bad. And it's like, okay, elites are bad. We agree on that. So what's the alternative? What are you going to do instead? They don't have an answer. That's sort of the issue with their premise. And this whole kind of me versus you shit, has to do with tribalism. This whole me versus you shit started in 2012-ish, where we started, accepting these, feminists and accepting these, Marxists and then that created a big cultural divide, because you're either on this extreme or you're on that extreme. Being moderate doesn't work anymore. I mean, it does work. It doesn't really work anymore per se, but there's still people who are moderate, like myself. So, and yes, my position's that of a moderate. I've changed in the past 4 months, I guess you could say, in that sense. But I'm going to continue making videos in regards to this channel. So I'm going to keep uploading more consistently. Always I'm going to try to. If I hit a creative burn again, then that's kind of how it goes, because, you're not always going to have ideas, or you're not always going to be able to make videos every day. The people who have to make videos every day are the ones who shell out the same content. They're covering the news articles, they're covering whatever's new. That doesn't take creativity or thought, or it doesn't take any, effort. I'm not saying what I do requires the most amount of work. I'm just saying what they're doing is just blatantly ununique and just uninteresting. I was going to make a coronavirus video talking about the coronavirus and how that's retarded, and how everyone freaking out and buying toilet paper is also dumb, but I mean, that's so obvious it doesn't really warrant a whole video. I think that's just kind of my simplistic points on this matter. Might make a part 2 if I feel like it, but as of now, this is Bob74H, the not alt-right millennial, because because I'm no longer alt-right anymore, so I guess that title doesn't really work. I guess I could say the not alt-right millennial, which is what I was going for, but that doesn't really work. Whatever. This is Bob74H signing out in that case.